So you keep hearing about like, pay yourself first, but what exactly does that mean? And more importantly, how do you actually implement it into your daily life? Welcome back to our big series for the month, New Year, Wealthier You, where I'm giving you 20 tips to implement into your financial practice to make all of your finance dreams come true. So paying yourself first can be pretty literal. Like when you get paid, the first bill that you pay is your savings or your retirement, your investing, right? Whatever goals that you're working on, that is treated as a non-negotiable. It is treated as a bill, and more importantly, the most important bill that you have. The concept here is that in order to break free from having to work, right, from becoming like work optional or even like financially secure, financially free, is by accumulating wealth. That accumulation, the more that you accumulate, the more that you save, the more that you invest, the more likely that that is to happen, and then the sooner that that will happen, like potentially even before retirement age. And when I'm first working with clients, I've noticed that in our community, we often think of savings as like, oh, I'll save whatever's left over. Like, okay, so I get my income, I pay all my bills, I do my groceries and like my eating out, my fun, and then if I have $50 left over, that's what I save. If I have $200 left over, that's what I save. So it's kind of the reversal of that. It's the flipping of that. And when you first hear that, it could be a little jarring, like, oh my God, I'm a little anxious. Like, what happens if I end up making my savings transfer and then like I don't have enough for my rent or whatever else, right? Totally understand. We're going to take baby steps. How do we start flipping that little by little in order to build that habit? So ideally, you've created yearly goals that you've broken down into quarterlies. Let's say for this example that it's going to be like building an emergency fund in the first 3 months, like, I don't know, hitting $500, $1,000. So the first thing we'll do to get used to this idea of paying yourself first and automating it is we're going to set an automatic transfer on the day that you get paid, on the day that your money hits your account, or if you get direct deposit into multiple accounts, then do it that way, right? Even better. But it's going to be a number that you can 100% commit to. So oftentimes it's not as big of a number as like the $500,000 divided by 3 kind of a thing. It'll be a little bit smaller as we're getting used to it, because what we're after here is implementation of the pay yourself first. So let's say it's $50, $100, you automate that transfer and then you let 2 pay periods go by and you're like, oh my God, see, I totally can do it. No big deal. Then guess what? You increase it. At the end of the day, it's changing your mindset to understand that what you keep, what you've saved, is more important than what you've made. That's where the whole idea of like high income earners aren't high net worth earners, right? Those aren't synonyms. It's the same thing. You could have a lower income earner have a very high net worth because of their savings rate being so good, because they're abiding by, hey, I'm going to pay myself first. This is a non-negotiable for me. I want to accumulate as much as possible. Implementing the pay yourself first rule into your finances will not only ensure like financial success because you're actively accumulating, but also success in other areas of your life, because you're going to be so much more intentional about aligning your life to your values and like whether or not it's what you actually want to be doing. For one-on-one support and accountability in creating a finance plan that'll work for you and definitely includes a pay yourself first mentality, look into my 6-month program. It's called Build. 6 sessions to ensure your financial success and really root your goals and your income to what you want your life to look like. Thanks.